First sperm donor babies are now adults. This was all he knew.
My dad's name is number 46.
She was searching for her dad. Instead, they found each other. The ultimate reunion. Next Oprah.
Today at 4 on WSAV.
The following segment brought to you by New Dove Ultimate Clear. Visit dove.com for your free sample.
Hey guys, welcome back. So, in honor of my new friend Ringo Starr, Liverpool 8, great song, great album, I made a nice healthy vegetarian meal today. Eggplant steaks, Parmigiano style. No side of pasta needed here, but it wouldn't kill you to have a little bit. So let me show you what I'm talking about when I say eggplant steak. Well, actually, before, I'm getting ahead of myself because whenever I see eggplant, I get pretty excited. I do want to show you how to make this special breadcrumb mixture to coat your steaks in. You start with 3 shallow dishes. You're going to set yourself up a little eggplant steak assembly line. Flour, egg, breadcrumb. Now, the breadcrumbs, don't they look sad and lonely? They need a little Parmigiano Reggiano. Mix that together with the breadcrumbs. It gives a wonderful crust to the eggplant. And then, they still look a little lonely, so I'm going to grate in some fresh garlic. Listen, everybody, they're all Homer Simpson over there. They're, fresh garlic, okay. Little fresh garlic grated down in there. And then I add just a little bit to make people go, what is that? About a teaspoon or so for a whole dish like this will go a long way. Just a little bit of lemon zest. And then some nice chopped flat leaf parsley. And that makes this wonderful, really different tasting breadcrumb mixture. Then you take a nice big skillet, the biggest one you got, kids, because you're cooking eggplant steaks here, not little circles. And you heat, over about medium heat or so, some nice EVOO. Nice and gentle, extra virgin olive oil, just a thin layer on the bottom. You can always add a little bit more if you need it. So this isn't a deep fried thing, it's a gently cooked in a little bit of EVOO. And then we're going to finish it in the oven so it doesn't soak up too much oil. Then here's what we're going to do. Cut the little nubbers off the 2 ends so he stands upright. And then I trim some of the skin off both sides of the eggplant. Heads up, when you're shopping for an eggplant, you want a nice, firm one. And you end up with these big, beautiful, meaty eggplant steaks. And I do a half eggplant or 2 steaks per person. It's a lot of eggplant. Then you're going to a little salt and pepper action. Hello, baby. You give it a little roll in the flour, just a touch. Shake off your excess. A little turn in the egg, or you could use egg whites if you're watching your cholesterol, kids, obviously. Then over here, hello, breadcrumbs and cheese and garlic and lemon. You're going to want to get your oven nice and hot. Moderate oven's all you need, 350, 375, kind of that universal cooking temperature. And then you're going to want to take a little baking rack, a little cooling rack here, put that up on top of a baking sheet. And what I do is I just brown them a little bit on each side in the nice hot EVOO. Once they're gently browned, then I move them into the oven. So we're going to put these kids into the oven. Where's my muffin? Open the oven so I got a place to go. I've got some in there that are already working. Pop these kids into the oven. And then while you're moving forward, browning up some more, the rest of them can be finishing their cooking process in the oven. So you leave them in there about 10, 12 minutes till they're nice and tender. Then here's your big, super easy fit can of nice, sweet San Marzano Italian tomatoes, whole tomatoes. I put them into a little skillet like this, little pan, and then I mash them up with a potato masher. Because they tend not to spit as much. When I break them up with a wooden spoon, which is fine too, they just go crazy, and sometimes they'll spit, the tomatoes spit at you right in your eye. You're like, tomato, what's with the attitude? I put a little salt and pepper in there, and then when it's hot through, I turn it off, and I stir in homemade or store-bought basil pesto, about a half a cup. And that makes this wonderful, obviously, basil tomato sauce. You want to turn it off when you add this in. Don't let it keep bubbling, or it'll lose its beautiful green color, and it'll bitter a little bit. And once you have that stirred all together, where's my tongies? Here we go. Take your tongs. Get a nice sturdy plate, guys, because this is what you're going to do. Right on the dinner plates that your guests and you are going to eat off from. Here's how I do. I layer it up, a little of the sauce down over a steak. I put another steak up on top of that. I mean, this is a feast. Beautiful meal this is. And then, again, with your sauce. Okay? And then, you got to turn it into Parmigiano style, right? So you're going to need a little more of that grated Parmigiano Reggiano. And I like to add a little sprinkle of a nice tangy cheese, like a provolone or a young sheep's milk cheese would be great. You scatter this across the top, and then you take the dinner plate itself and just pop it under the broiler just to melt the cheese. It's only in there a minute, and the plate will be nice and warm when it goes to the table, you know, and it'll keep the food super, super hot. So I'm going to pop this under the broiler to melt the cheese, and I'll show you what it looks like when we come back.
On Monday, come join the club. Rachel's Girls Club.
I feel closer to you than I did before.
A week full of our favorite women and the things every woman loves.
My favorite thing in the world to do is...
We're off to a hot start with Emmy winner and mom, Mariska Hargitay.
I'm so sexy. Did I say that?
On Tuesday, it's Mary Louise Parker. On Wednesday, we've got Brooke Shields. On Thursday, attention all brides. It's a brand new challenge you've got to see. Our first ever wedding dance-off. And on Friday, we're capping off the week with Kate Hudson.
I'll do it. I'm on. I'm in.
Tim, nobody ever asked me what I want to be when I grow up. Maybe it's your name. Ritzer Smucker.
When your name is Smucker, everyone knows you'll grow up to make the world's best jam. With a name like Smucker's, it has to be good.
Quick, what's the only gel tab with a triple ingredient formula to start relieving your headache in just 15